Have you ever felt a shift in your relationship as the years go by? What once felt like deep love and admiration may now seem like frustration, distance, or even resentment. This experience is not uncommon. In fact, research shows that nearly 70% of long-term couples experience some degree of emotional disconnection over time. According to a study published by the American Psychological Association, various external factors such as job stress, financial pressures, and family responsibilities significantly influence the dynamics of relationships. As couples navigate the complexities of life, their expectations often clash with the realities of their daily routine, leading to misunderstandings and ultimately dissatisfaction. Let's consider the story of Emily and Ryan. When they first met, their relationship was filled with excitement and a sense of newness. Emily adored Ryan's ability to make her laugh, while Ryan admired Emily's ambition and drive to succeed. They supported each other's dreams and viewed their quirks as charming attributes. For example, Ryan would joke about his tendency to forget where he placed his keys, and Emily found it endearing rather than annoying. However, as their lives became busier with work and family obligations, the very traits that initially attracted them began to create friction. Ryan's workaholic tendencies, which Emily once found impressive, started to overshadow their time together, leaving her feeling neglected and unappreciated. This shift in perception is common among many couples. A study published in the Journal of Marriage and Family highlights that as people mature, their expectations about love and partnership evolve. Early in a marriage, individuals might tolerate certain behaviors, like a spouse's poor communication skills or emotional unavailability, because they are fueled by idealistic visions of their future together. However, as time passes, these expectations can change, leading to a desire for deeper emotional connection and shared responsibilities. Many women, in particular, may reach a stage where they no longer have the patience for unresolved issues or minor annoyances that once seemed insignificant. Moreover, the concept of emotional labor plays a crucial role in these dynamics. Emotional labor refers to the unseen work of managing feelings, keeping track of important dates, and maintaining the emotional health of the relationship. In many households, women often shoulder a disproportionate amount of this labor, which can lead to feelings of exhaustion and resentment. For instance, while Ryan may contribute financially, Emily might feel overwhelmed by the responsibilities of managing the household and caring for their children. If he remains unaware of the emotional toll this imbalance takes on her, the emotional gap between them can widen, further straining their relationship. To address these challenges, couples can adopt several effective strategies. Open communication is vital. Discussing feelings and expectations candidly can prevent misunderstandings from escalating into larger conflicts. For example, Emily and Ryan learned to set aside regular check-in times to discuss their feelings and address any grievances before they became major issues. This practice helped them reconnect and feel more aligned in their goals. Another effective method is seeking professional help. Marriage counseling can offer valuable tools for couples to rebuild their connection. Jessica and Mark, another couple who faced similar challenges, turned to a therapist after feeling increasingly disconnected. Through guided discussions, they learned to express their needs more effectively, leading to a renewed sense of partnership. The therapist encouraged them to practice active listening, which helped both partners feel heard and understood. By sharing their thoughts and feelings in a safe space, they began to navigate their differences more constructively. It's also important to recognize how cultural influences can shape relationship dynamics. Various cultures have different expectations and roles within marriage, which can impact how couples perceive their partnership. In some cultures, traditional gender roles still dominate, while others promote more egalitarian approaches. For instance, in many Western societies, there's a growing trend toward shared responsibilities between partners, whereas in some Eastern cultures, more traditional roles may prevail. Understanding these cultural nuances can foster greater empathy and connection within the relationship. Couples can benefit from discussing how their cultural backgrounds influence their expectations, leading to more meaningful conversations about their partnership. As we explore these insights and strategies, consider how they apply to your own experiences. Reflect on how time has changed your relationship and what steps you can take to reconnect with your partner. It's essential to remember that the passage of time itself isn't the issue. It's how individuals navigate that time together. Couples who continue to nurture their relationship, adapt to change, and grow in alignment with one another often maintain a strong connection. Before we dive deeper into the insights and strategies to strengthen your bond, I encourage you to engage with our community. If you find these discussions valuable, please take a moment to give this video a thumbs up. Your support helps us continue to create content that resonates with you. Additionally, consider subscribing to our channel to stay updated with our latest videos. We value your feedback, so don't hesitate to share your thoughts or experiences in the comments section. For those who want to connect more deeply, we're excited to announce an upcoming online discussion where we can explore these topics further together. This will be a fantastic opportunity to share your experiences, ask questions, and learn from one another in a supportive environment. As we continue this journey together, remember that understanding the emotional shifts in relationships is crucial for fostering a fulfilling partnership. Stay with us as we unpack the reasons behind these changes and discover how couples can navigate the complexities of love over time. Together we can nourish our connections and strengthen our bonds right here at Nourish Now. As we delve deeper into the dynamics of long-term relationships, one of the most significant factors contributing to shifts in emotional connection is the passage of time and the changing expectations that accompany it. When couples first unite, their relationship is often characterized by excitement, passion, and a sense of novelty. However, as the years pass, the realities of everyday life can begin to clash with the idealized visions they once held, leading to misunderstandings and emotional distance. Take the example of Sarah and Tom. In the early stages of their relationship, Sarah was enchanted by Tom's spontaneity and sense of adventure. They often spent weekends exploring new places, indulging in romantic dinners, and discussing their dreams for the future. However, as time went on, the pressures of work, raising children, and managing household responsibilities began to take center stage. The spontaneity that once thrilled Sarah now felt like a distant memory, replaced by the demands of daily life. Tom, engrossed in his career, began to prioritize work over their relationship, leaving Sarah feeling increasingly disconnected. Research supports this narrative, indicating that as couples navigate the complexities of life together, their expectations evolve. According to a study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, individuals in long-term relationships often experience a decline in relationship satisfaction over time, particularly as external stressors increase. The initial excitement of a relationship can give way to feelings of disappointment when partners no longer meet each other's expectations. As responsibilities grow, couples may find themselves focusing more on daily tasks and less on nurturing their emotional bond. This shift in expectations can be particularly pronounced among women. Studies have shown that women often experience a transformation in their emotional needs as they mature. Initially, they may tolerate certain behaviors in their partners, such as poor communication or a lack of emotional availability, believing that love will conquer all obstacles. However, as time goes by, many women begin to demand more from their relationships, seeking greater emotional depth and connection. A study conducted by the Pew Research Center found that nearly 60% of women in long-term relationships expressed a desire for more open communication and emotional support from their partners. To illustrate this point, consider the case of Lisa and Mark. In the early years of their marriage, Lisa appreciated Mark's laid-back attitude and his ability to make her laugh. However, as they entered parenthood and faced the responsibilities that came with it, Lisa found herself craving more emotional support in partnership from Mark. She wanted him to engage more actively in parenting and household chores, yet Mark remained unaware of the growing distance between them. This disconnect led to feelings of frustration and resentment on Lisa's part, as she felt increasingly burdened by the responsibilities she shouldered alone. Addressing these evolving expectations requires intentional effort and open communication. Couples can benefit from regular check-ins, where they discuss their feelings, needs, and any issues that may have arisen. For Sarah and Tom, setting aside time each week to reconnect became a game changer. They established a routine of having a date night where they could engage in meaningful conversations, reflect on their relationship, and share their expectations moving forward. This practice not only helped them reconnect emotionally, but also fostered a sense of partnership as they navigated the challenges of parenting and work together. Another effective strategy for addressing changing expectations is to cultivate empathy and understanding. Couples should strive to recognize that both partners may be undergoing personal growth and transformation as they age. This understanding can help mitigate feelings of resentment and frustration. Lisa and Mark learned to appreciate each other's perspectives by actively listening to one another during their discussions. By acknowledging each other's feelings and experiences, They were able to foster a deeper emotional connection and work collaboratively towards solutions. It's also essential to consider how societal and cultural influences can shape expectations within a relationship. In many cultures, traditional gender roles still prevail, dictating how partners should behave and what responsibilities they should assume. For instance, in some cultures, women may be expected to take on the majority of household and caregiving responsibilities, while men are viewed as the primary breadwinners. These ingrained beliefs can create tension and misalignment in expectations, especially as societal norms evolve. Couples must engage in conversations about how their cultural backgrounds influence their roles and expectations, fostering greater understanding and collaboration. As we reflect on these shifts, it's important to remember that there's no one-size-fits-all solution to navigating changing expectations. Each couple's journey is unique, and what works for one pair may not road it with another. However, the key lies in the willingness to adapt and grow together. Embracing change as a natural part of the relationship journey can help couples cultivate resilience and strengthen their bond. If you find yourself resonating with these insights, I encourage you to take action. Consider implementing regular check-ins with your partner to discuss your feelings and expectations. Open communication can be a powerful tool in bridging emotional gaps and fostering connection. Additionally, reflect on how your individual growth and experiences influence your relationship dynamics. Taking the time to understand each other's perspectives can lead to more meaningful conversations and a deeper emotional bond. Before we move forward, I'd like to invite you to engage with our growing community. If you appreciate the insights shared in this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. Your support is invaluable, and we'd love to hear your thoughts. Feel free to share your experiences in the comments section. We're eager to learn from each other and support one another in our journeys. We're also excited to announce an upcoming interactive discussion where we can explore these topics further together. This will be a wonderful opportunity for you to connect with others, share insights, and ask questions in a supportive environment. As we continue our exploration of the emotional shifts in long-term relationships, remember that understanding and addressing changing expectations is crucial for fostering a fulfilling partnership. Stay tuned as we unpack more insights and strategies to help couples navigate the complexities of love over time. Together we can nourish our connections and strengthen our bonds, right here at Nourish Now. In the intricate landscape of long-term relationships, one of the most significant factors that can lead to dissatisfaction and emotional distance is the evolving roles and responsibilities that partners assume over time. As couples transition from the early days of romance into the realities of married life, the distribution of household and emotional labor often becomes a source of imbalance. This imbalance can create tension and resentment, particularly for women, who frequently find themselves shouldering a disproportionate amount of these responsibilities. Let's consider the story of Jessica and Mark. In the beginning, their relationship was marked by a sense of equality. They shared household chores and parenting duties, enjoying the camaraderie and teamwork that came with managing their lives together. However, as they welcomed children into their family, the dynamics began to shift. Jessica, who had previously been focused on her career, found herself taking on the majority of the parenting and household responsibilities. Mark, while still contributing financially, became increasingly absorbed in his work, leaving Jessica to manage the day-to-day tasks, from school drop-offs to planning family activities. Research supports this narrative, indicating that many women in long-term relationships often experience what is termed emotional labor. According to a study by the American Psychological Association, emotional labor encompasses the mental and emotional processes involved in maintaining relationships, such as remembering birthdays, scheduling appointments, and resolving conflicts. This invisible labor is crucial for the emotional well-being of the household, yet it often goes unrecognized and unappreciated. In fact, a survey conducted by Pew Research Center found that nearly 60% of working mothers feel overwhelmed by the demands of balancing work and home life, leading to feelings of exhaustion and resentment. As Jessica took on more responsibilities, she began to feel the weight of her emotional labor. While she loved her children dearly, the constant juggling of tasks left her feeling drained and unappreciated. The pride she once felt in managing a busy household started to turn into frustration as she realized that Mark remained largely unaware of her struggles. He would often come home from work, expecting dinner to be ready and the children to be settled, without recognizing the effort Jessica put into making that happen. Over time, this imbalance created a growing emotional distance between them. To address the evolving roles within their relationship, Jessica and Mark had to engage in open and honest communication. They began by discussing their feelings about the division of labor in their home. Jessica expressed her frustrations about feeling overwhelmed and unrecognized, while Mark shared his perspective on the pressures he faced at work. This dialogue opened the door for understanding and empathy, allowing both partners to recognize the importance of sharing responsibilities more equitably. One effective strategy they employed was to create a chore chart that outlined the responsibilities of each partner. By visually mapping out their tasks, they could see where the imbalances lay and make adjustments accordingly. For instance, Mark agreed to take on more of the grocery shopping and meal preparation, while Jessica would handle the children's extracurricular activities. This collaborative approach not only alleviated some of Jessica's burden, but also fostered a sense of teamwork and partnership. Additionally, they made a conscious effort to prioritize quality time together, free from distractions. They scheduled regular date nights, where they could reconnect and enjoy each other's company without the pressures of daily life. This time together allowed them to appreciate one another's contributions to the household and rekindle the emotional connection that had begun to fade. Another couple, Lisa and John, faced similar challenges in their relationship. Although they started off sharing responsibilities equally, Lisa found herself increasingly taking charge of household tasks, while John focused on his career. As Lisa's feelings of frustration grew, she decided to take action. She initiated a family meeting where they could discuss their roles openly. By involving their children in the conversation, Lisa and John were able to teach their kids about shared responsibilities and the importance of teamwork. This not only lightened Lisa's load, but also cultivated a sense of accountability among the entire family. It's essential to recognize that the dynamics of emotional labor and responsibility can vary significantly across different cultural contexts. In many cultures, traditional gender roles dictate that women should take on the bulk of household and emotional duties, while men are viewed primarily as providers. This cultural framework can create additional challenges for couples seeking to establish a more equitable partnership. For instance, couples from cultures with strong patriarchal norms may struggle to redefine their roles in a way that feels fair and balanced. Understanding these cultural influences can foster greater empathy within the relationship. Couples must engage in discussions about their backgrounds and how these traditions shape their expectations and behaviors. By recognizing these cultural factors, partners can work together to create a shared understanding of their roles that aligns with their values and aspirations. As we explore these themes, it's important to remember that addressing the imbalance of responsibilities is an ongoing process that requires patience and cooperation. Couples must be willing to adapt as their circumstances change, whether due to career advancements, the arrival of new children, or shifts in personal goals. The key is to maintain open lines of communication and to approach the distribution of responsibilities as a shared endeavor. If you find yourself resonating with these insights, I encourage you to take action in your own relationship. Consider having an open conversation with your partner about the distribution of responsibilities in your home. Reflect on how you can work together to create a more equitable partnership, whether through practical solutions like chore charts or regular check-ins. Taking proactive steps can help alleviate feelings of frustration and foster a deeper connection. Before we move forward, I invite you to engage with our growing community. If you appreciate the insights shared in this video, please take a moment to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. Your support is invaluable, and we'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your experiences in the comments section. We're eager to learn from one another and support each other in our journeys. We're also excited to announce an upcoming interactive discussion where we can explore these topics further together. This will be a wonderful opportunity for you to connect with others, share insights, and ask questions in a supportive environment. As we continue our exploration of the emotional shifts in long-term relationships, remember that recognizing and addressing the imbalance of responsibilities is crucial for fostering a fulfilling partnership. Stay tuned as we unpack more insights and strategies to help couples navigate the complexities of love over time. Together we can nourish our connections and strengthen our bonds, right here at Nourish Now. In long-term relationships, one of the most insidious challenges that couples face is the accumulation of unresolved conflicts and a breakdown in communication. As time goes by, what may seem like minor disagreements can turn into significant barriers that erode emotional intimacy. The initial excitement of a relationship can fade, and partners may find themselves in a cycle of avoidance, leading to deeper feelings of dissatisfaction and disconnection. Consider the story of David and Michelle. In the early years of their marriage, they often communicated openly about their feelings and concerns. They enjoyed deep conversations and resolved conflicts quickly, which helped strengthen their bond. However, as they settled into the routine of daily life, they began to take each other for granted. Small disagreements, such as differing opinions on household chores or parenting styles, started to pile up, and rather than addressing these issues head-on, they began to sweep them under the rug. Research indicates that this pattern is common among couples who become comfortable in their relationships. According to a study published in the Journal of Marriage and Family, couples who fail to communicate effectively about their needs and expectations are at a higher risk of experiencing emotional detachment. As small issues remain unresolved, they can fester and grow into larger problems that are harder to ignore. For David and Michelle, the unresolved conflicts began to create a sense of distance between them. Michelle often felt unheard when she expressed her frustrations, while David became increasingly defensive whenever she brought up sensitive topics. The turning point for David and Michelle came when they realized that their lack of communication was leading to a deeper emotional disconnect. They decided to seek professional help, attending couples therapy to learn effective communication strategies. During their sessions, they discovered the importance of active listening, truly hearing and validating each other's feelings, rather than becoming defensive or dismissive. This shift in their approach to communication allowed them to address unresolved conflicts more constructively. One of the key techniques they learned was the I statement method. Instead of saying, "You never listen to me," Michelle began to express her feelings by saying, "I feel unheard when my concerns are brushed aside." This subtle change in language helped David understand the impact of his actions without feeling attacked, fostering a more open dialogue. Over time, they began to practice this technique regularly, which not only improved their communication, but also deepened their emotional connection. Another couple, Lisa and John, faced similar challenges in their marriage. Lisa often felt overwhelmed with household responsibilities and wanted John to be more involved. However, whenever she brought up her feelings, John would shut down, leading to frustration on both sides. To break this cycle, they decided to set aside time each week for a relationship check-in. During these check-ins, they would discuss any issues that had arisen during the week, ensuring that they addressed potential conflicts before they escalated. The structured format of their check-ins allowed them to communicate openly and honestly. They would take turns sharing their thoughts and feelings, with the other partner actively listening without interrupting. This practice not only helped them resolve conflicts, but also created a safe space for vulnerability, where both partners felt comfortable expressing their needs and concerns. It's important to recognize that unresolved conflicts can manifest in various ways, often leading to emotional disengagement. For many women, feeling unheard or invalidated can be particularly painful. A study conducted by the American Psychological Association found that women who perceive their emotional needs as unmet are more likely to withdraw from the relationship, leading to feelings of loneliness and frustration. This emotional distance can create a cycle of resentment where partners begin to view each other as sources of frustration rather than support. For instance, Michelle, feeling increasingly isolated, began to invest more time in her friendships and personal interests, seeking fulfillment outside of her marriage. While these activities were beneficial for her well-being, they also created a wider gap between her and David. Recognizing this pattern, David made a concerted effort to engage more actively in their relationship. He began to ask Michelle about her day and take an interest in her hobbies, which helped bridge the emotional divide that had developed. Creating an environment of open communication requires ongoing effort and commitment from both partners. Couples must be willing to address conflicts as they arise, rather than allowing them to accumulate over time. It's essential to foster a culture of understanding and validation, where both partners feel heard and respected. This can involve practicing active listening skills, using I statements, and setting aside dedicated time for discussions without distractions. Moreover, it's important to recognize that some conflicts may require professional guidance to navigate effectively. Seeking couples therapy can provide valuable tools and frameworks for addressing deeper issues that may be challenging to resolve on your own. A skilled therapist can facilitate discussions, helping partners explore underlying emotions and patterns that contribute to their conflicts. As we reflect on these themes, consider how unresolved conflicts and communication breakdowns may be affecting your own relationship. Are there issues that you've been avoiding? How can you create a more open and supportive environment for discussing your feelings and needs? Taking proactive steps to address these challenges can lead to a more fulfilling and connected partnership. If you resonate with these insights, I encourage you to take action. Consider initiating a conversation with your partner about any unresolved conflicts you may have. By addressing these issues openly, you can begin to rebuild emotional intimacy and strengthen your bond. Additionally, think about incorporating regular check-ins or structured discussions into your routine to foster better communication. Before we move forward, I invite you to engage with our growing community. If you appreciate the insights shared in this video, please take a moment to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. Your support is invaluable, and we'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your experiences in the comments section. We're eager to learn from one another and support each other in our journeys. We're also excited to announce an upcoming interactive discussion where we can explore these topics further together. This will be a wonderful opportunity for you to connect with others, share insights, and ask questions in a supportive environment as we continue our exploration of the emotional shifts in long-term relationships. Remember that addressing unresolved conflicts and fostering open communication is crucial for maintaining a fulfilling partnership. Stay tuned as we unpack more insights and strategies to help couples navigate the complexities of love over time. Together, we can nourish our connections and strengthen our bonds, right here at Nourish Now. As individuals journey through life, personal growth and self-awareness become increasingly prominent, particularly in long-term relationships. This process of self-discovery and development can significantly influence how partners perceive themselves and each other within their marriage. For many women, this journey is often marked by pivotal life transitions, such as raising children, career changes, or the experience of an empty nest. As these transitions occur, individuals may find themselves reassessing their identities, desires, and aspirations, which can lead to shifts in their relationship dynamics. Consider the example of Karen and Mike. In the early years of their marriage, Karen dedicated herself to supporting Mike's career, while managing their household and raising their 2 children. She found fulfillment in her role as a mother, but often neglected her own personal interests and ambitions. Over time, as their children grew older and became more independent, Karen began to question her own identity beyond being a wife and mother. She felt a sense of longing for the dreams and passions she had set aside, leading her to embark on a journey of self-discovery. Research supports the notion that personal growth can lead to significant shifts in relationship dynamics. According to a study published in the Journal of Marriage and Family, individuals who actively engage in personal development often experience greater satisfaction in their relationships. This satisfaction stems from a deeper understanding of oneself, which allows partners to communicate their needs and desires more effectively. When individuals prioritize their growth, they tend to bring a renewed sense of energy and clarity to their partnerships. As Karen explored her interests, she began to take classes in photography and writing, reigniting her passions. This newfound focus on her personal growth had a profound impact on her relationship with Mike. Initially, Mike struggled to understand Karen's shift in priorities. He felt threatened by the changes and worried that she was distancing herself from him. However, as Karen shared her experiences and aspirations with Mike, he began to realize that her growth did not diminish their relationship. Rather, it enriched it. For couples like Karen and Mike, open communication is essential in navigating these changes. Establishing a dialogue about personal growth can foster understanding and support. Karen invited Mike to join her in exploring new interests together, such as taking a weekend photography trip or attending workshops. This collaborative approach not only helped strengthen their bond, but also allowed Mike to feel more involved in Karen's journey. Another couple, Susan and Tom, faced a similar situation. After years of prioritizing her career and family, Susan found herself at a crossroads when her children left for college. As she embraced her newfound freedom, she began to reflect on her own goals and aspirations. Susan realized that she had set aside her own career ambitions to support Tom's professional endeavors, and she felt an urgent desire to pursue her own dreams. This realization prompted her to initiate a conversation with Tom about her aspirations and the changes she wanted to make. During their discussions, Susan and Tom discovered the importance of mutual support in their relationship. Tom was initially apprehensive about the changes, fearing that Susan's pursuit of her career might take her away from their family. However, as they engaged in open conversations, Tom began to see how Susan's growth could positively impact their relationship. He offered his encouragement and even began to assist her in networking within her industry. One key aspect of navigating personal growth within a relationship is recognizing the need for balance. While pursuing individual goals is essential, it's equally important to maintain a connection with one's partner. Couples should strive to support each other's aspirations while ensuring that their relationship remains a priority. Karen and Mike established a routine of setting aside time each week to discuss their goals and dreams, allowing them to stay connected while pursuing their individual interests. Cultural factors can also play a significant role in how personal growth and self-awareness are perceived within a relationship. In some cultures, traditional gender roles may dictate that women prioritize family and caregiving over personal ambitions. This societal pressure can create tension for women who seek to explore their identities beyond their roles as wives and mothers. As couples navigate these cultural expectations, it's essential to engage in discussions about how these norms shape their perspectives on personal growth. For instance, in cultures where women are expected to conform to traditional roles, a woman's desire for personal development may be met with resistance from her partner or family. Couples must work together to challenge these norms and create an environment that fosters individual growth. By openly discussing their cultural backgrounds and the expectations placed upon them, partners can cultivate a deeper understanding of each other's experiences and aspirations. As we explore the themes of personal growth and self-awareness, it's essential to remember that this journey is unique for each individual and couple. The process of self-discovery may involve challenges, but it can also lead to profound rewards. Couples who support each other's growth often find that their relationships become more resilient and fulfilling. If you find yourself resonating with these insights, I encourage you to reflect on your own journey of personal growth. Consider how your aspirations and self-awareness have evolved over time. Initiate a conversation with your partner about your individual goals and how you can support each other in pursuing them. By fostering an environment of mutual support, you can strengthen your bond and create a more fulfilling partnership. Before we move forward, I invite you to engage with our growing community. If you appreciate the insights shared in this video, please take a moment to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. Your support is invaluable, and we'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your experiences in the comments section. We're eager to learn from one another and support each other in our journeys. We're also excited to announce an upcoming interactive discussion where we can explore these topics further together. This will be a wonderful opportunity for you to connect with others, share insights, and ask questions in a supportive environment. As we continue our exploration of emotional shifts in long-term relationships, remember that personal growth and self-awareness are vital components of a fulfilling partnership. Stay tuned as we unpack more insights and strategies to help couples navigate the complexities of love over time. Together we can nourish our connections and strengthen our bonds right here at Nourish Now.